Hi guys, and welcome to another video from Banger for Ultimate Golf. Today we're going to explore the newest feature in the game that everyone has been talking about, and that is country clubs. So what the new country clubs format is, it's a team-based mode in the game that functions much like an Ultimate Cup, with you working together as a group to fight it out for a podium finish in your division, to earn the bragging rights amongst the Ultimate Golf community. We'll take a look at how the divisions are set up in a second, and we're going to go through what you need to do to advance through those divisions. Each club can have up to 25 players, and you can set your club up with 3 different privacy settings. They are open, closed, or a private club. Open clubs will be free for anyone to enter, as long as they meet the entry requirements set by the club president. Closed clubs will also be free for anyone to view in the search menu and request to join the club, but they won't be able to join the club without the approval from the president. Whereas private clubs will only be able to be joined on approval from a club president with an invite. As I said, this format functions much like an Ultimate Cup, with a season that will last ultimately 4 weeks, but this test season is actually only going to run for 2 weeks. Each season is split into 3 main parts, being qualifying, playoffs, and then the finals. So let's have a look at that now. During qualifying, your club will work towards earning points that get you into one of 5 divisions in the game. Once the qualifying season is finished, your club will be bracketed into a division for the playoffs based on the level you reached during qualifying. What you can see here is that there's 5 levels, starting from bronze going to silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. So during the qualifying, as you earn points, the more points you earn, the higher up the divisional levels you will go. When you get to the end of the qualifying period, whichever division you've reached, that then becomes your division for the playoffs and the finals. An important point to note is that even after your qualifying has finished, if you still haven't reached the highest divisional level, that doesn't stop you from keeping on going to achieve a higher level by the end of the season. Now, this won't affect the grouping that you play in for the playoffs and the finals, but it means for the next season, you can enjoy the perks of a higher division than what you qualified for. So there's incentive to keep fighting for the whole season. As you can see, up the top here, we've got a time-lapse view of the stats and points for your club, and it shows you how you're performing throughout the season. At the moment, there's nothing in playoffs or finals because we haven't got those open yet, but once we do, I might do another video to show what that looks like and exactly what that means for the season. On top of fighting it out against other country clubs, there's also some intra-club challenges that ultimately offer bragging rights to the guys that are putting in more effort and doing the hard yards in your club. So if we open up this menu, what you can see is that there's 6 challenges, 2 for each mode. So 2 head-to-head challenges, being scoring the most head-to-head points and being the first to a certain point value. That point value will change depending on what division you are currently in. The same banners apply for both tournaments and royals as well, and as I said, as you advance through the divisions, the point totals for the first to get to a certain number will increase. Okay, so let's now have a look at how to set up a clubhouse. Alright, so if you haven't joined a clubhouse yet, when you click on the clubhouse icon, you'll get this menu. So you've got the option to either join or create a country club. Now, as I said, there's a search menu that lets you look for all of the available clubhouses in the game. If your clubhouse is private, people won't be able to see it here. So just keep that in mind if you're looking for new clubhouse members. So let's go ahead and look at what you need to do to create a clubhouse. First thing you're going to want to do is create a name for your clubhouse. So as the menu suggests, make it unique but keep it clean, or at least keep it clean enough that it's not going to get picked up by the filters. Let's just make a fake one here. Okay, so the first thing you do is name your club. Then you can choose a logo. So the game's already got a bunch of preset logos that you can choose from. And you can see that below that there's a custom image upload section. Now it's currently not available, but that will probably be activated when the new full season starts. So keep an eye on that. And even if you've got a club logo now, you'll be able to change it once the full seasons kick off. So we'll just pick an image and save that. So that's now going to be my Clubhouse's logo. Depending on where you are located, or if you're an international clan, you can choose various options, whether it's global, continental, or then by country. So we'll keep this one global. As I mentioned before, you've got three options. You can have either a private, a public, or a closed clan, and I've gone through what each of those means. So keep that in mind when you're setting up your clubhouse. If you want to be inviting new members and you want people to join your clubhouse, then you need to keep it on public, or at least keep it open so that people can find it. The next thing you've got a choice is to limit the people that can actually apply or enter your clubhouse. So if you've got a clubhouse that's playing in the higher divisions, you're probably going to want to keep your player levels, somewhere in the mid-range. But if you're a new clubhouse and you're seeking new members, it might be an idea to keep it on a lower weekly league level. Then you can enter a description so people can be encouraged to join your clubhouse. So that one's up to you, whatever you want to put in there. And then when people go searching for that clubhouse, they'll get a description in that box. As you can see, it costs 35 game cash to create one, which isn't a lot of cash, and then that's yours for as long as you want to keep it in the game. So that's how you create a clubhouse. Okay, so now we're going to have a look at exactly what you need to do to earn points for your clubhouse, and there's 4 ways that you can do that. The 3 of them are through the 3 game modes, and then the 4th is by collecting rewards in your season rewards for the Ultimate Pass. So what we're going to do is have a look at the point structures for each of the game modes. So if you go into your head-to-head menu now, when you scroll across the tours, you'll see that in the bottom right-hand corner, just above the head-to-head ticket box, it gives you an idea of how many clubhouse points you can earn by winning a tour game. One thing to take note of is that it gives you a max and a min value. So the nuance with that is that 13 is the maximum number that you can earn on the lower tours, but that's only if you win without going to a shootout. If you win after going to a shootout, you're going to end up with 4 less points for the win. Now, I haven't lost a game playing tour yet, but I'm thinking that the points available at the minimum level would be if you lose a head-to-head game before the shootout. If you lose after the shootout, you're going to get a few more points. So that's how you make points in tour play. one thing to keep in mind is that much like the other modes, there's a limit to how far you can play down. So if you've got a high weekly league and high trophies, you're not going to earn any clubhouse points if you go more than 3 tours below the maximum tour that you've got available to play. So if I have a look at Tour 8, playing Tour 8 is going to get me 0 clubhouse points. So there's no point in me doing that. I can't go and sit in Tour 1 and blast away winning 3 games and still earn clubhouse points for my clubhouse, which I think is a good way to play it. It stops people from gaming the system. Next, we'll have a look at tournaments. So much like tour play, tournaments now have an opportunity to win clubhouse points. Now, this is for Tour Pro, so I'm not sure exactly what the point structure is for the other levels. But if I win a Tour Pro tournament, I'm potentially going to earn 55 clubhouse points for my clubhouse. Now, that's the available points for a 9-hole event. If you win an 18-hole event, those points are going to be doubled. So keep that in mind as well. I'm not sure yet exactly what the point structure will be for a multi, but we're going to find out in the next couple of days when the first one finishes. So pretty straightforward with tournaments. Now let's have a look at Royals. Let's look at the prize structure. So we'll go to the reward screen. And as you can see, at my level, if I win a Royal, I'm going to get 13 clubhouse points. Now that's actually a per round point value. So if I win the whole thing, I'm going to get 3 times that many points for that particular Royal. So there's a big incentive to try and win every round of the Royal. If it's a 2-round Royal, then the maximum points that you can possibly earn is only going to be 26, but then 39 for a 3-round Royal. As you go down, again, the clubhouse points drop until you get to a level that's too far below your playing level, and then you won't earn any clubhouse points by playing in that level. So that's just another thing to keep in mind when you're thinking about how you're going to earn points for your clubhouse. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is look at the rewards on offer depending on how your clubhouse finishes for the season. To do this, all you need to do is click on the information button on the home screen of your country club and then go to the rewards section. The first screen tells us what end of season perks are available, and this applies to all clubhouses in the game. So depending on which level your clubhouse finishes at the end of the season, you'll be entitled to an increase in all cash that you earn in the game for a period of between 4 and 7 days, and that's determined on the level that your clubhouse finishes at the end of the season. The next screen shows you the playoff rewards. So depending on whether you win, you can earn up to 180 golf cash and then also receive a Tour 7 Platinum bag, which I think is pretty cool. Then the additional reward for winning the finals is up to 360 golf cash and another Tour 7 Diamond bag. These are the rewards that are identified for this first test season, so I'm not sure whether there will be any additional rewards added for a full season, but stand by and we'll get more updates when we do get to the first full season. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is have a look at the members screen. Now this gives you a list of all of the members in your clubhouse and the total points that they've contributed to the season. So you can see Old Banger right down the bottom there because I haven't had much of an opportunity to play yet. But some of these guys have had a great start and we're doing well so far. One of the cool things You'll notice under every player's name, it will assign a specialty based on how they're contributing their points to the clubhouse. So Snipey, as you can see, is a triple threat, which means that he's earning points in all three of the game modes. Surprisingly, for some reason, Nath is a golf royal specialist. I didn't even know he played those, so interesting to see that he's doing well in royales. And then you've got the other ones like head-to-head, tournament, etc., etc. So just a nice little feature for you guys to take a bit of crap on your teammates and do a bit of ribbing. Just another feature to add a bit of fun to the new format. Now the third screen is a chat screen. I'm not going to go in there because I don't know what my guys have been writing, and I don't want to risk anything untowards being shown on my video. So, but the chat menu lets you have in Clubhouse chats. You can strategize, you can laugh at each other, you can talk about the competition, anything that you want to discuss. One thing I will note is that you need to keep it pretty clean in there because there's a moderated chat filter. So anything that's not PC is going to get deleted pretty quickly. So don't even bother. And that's pretty much it, guys. Let's have a look. Just have a quick look and see who's the overall leader at the moment. Not that I want to rub it in, but Whiskey Business is doing pretty well so far. We've got a few good players. So we're setting the market early. Everyone in the game now knows that we're a threat and they're going to have to work hard to catch us. But we're looking forward to the competition and we hope that you guys really fight hard to battle it out. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And I think this new format is going to be a lot of fun. It's really going to improve the social aspect of the game. You've got an opportunity now to have constant chat with your team. You can support each other in the game. And yeah, I just think it's going to add another level of competition that everyone's going to find fun. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. And if there's any questions, if you think there's anything that I haven't explained well, please reach out in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe so I can keep providing this kind of content for you guys. But in the meantime, good luck in getting into the country club mode. Cheers, guys.